If you like using blingy shadows, but you don't find they apply well with the brush and you want an alternative, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and I have an unusual video for you. I don't often talk that much about makeup application, except when I'm doing a full face of makeup or doing a specific eye look, and I tell you which brushes and whatnot I use. But there is sometimes the need for special tools, and I received a request from a viewer called Sue, who is Dutch. Hi, Sue. I got a question about how do you apply shadows. In this particular case, it was Looxi Beauty shadows, and not have them skip. That sometimes happens with a brush, that there are sometimes areas of the eyelid that end up with no shadow if we don't use our finger. And if finger application is not possible and you can only use brushes, it can really limit your ability to use some of these amazing shadows. So I have my Looxi eyeshadows here, and I'm scooting a little bit to the side because I want to show you a look that I created with the items that I'm going to talk about. So first off, let's talk about the eyeshadows. So these are my Looxi Beauty eyeshadows. And the one I used for the demo was Nirvana, which I'm pretty sure is this one. Yeah. Nirvana right down here. And it is great with a finger. But sometimes with a brush, it just doesn't look the same. So I'm going to just use my finger and put it on the back of my hand here so that you can see what the shadow looks like. And I have done a whole swatches video. I'll put it right here if you want to see them all. And that is where the comments are, by the way. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And I might actually intensify it just a little bit for you. It's one of those nice brown / rust and green shift shadows. Yeah, I'm glad I double swatched it because you can start to see the blue a little bit more in here. Anyway, I have a picture of it, as I mentioned, and you can also see a series of pictures with that look on Instagram. I will have that up by the time this video goes up. And so I wanted to do a look with this Nirvana shadow to show Sue that this really works. Now, I am using tools from Sephora, and another commenter, Lydia, said that they were also available, these applicators are also available from Revolution. And what applicators am I talking about? Hang on. I am talking about silicone applicators. In my case, these two are from Sephora, the Sephora collection, and it's a Give Me Glitter silicone set of applicators. Now, they are not necessarily for just glitter. They are for any texture eyeshadow that does not apply well with the brush. It mimics a little bit the effect of using your finger on the eye. So I'm going to use a brush and one of these silicone applicators to my hand using Nirvana, and we're going to see the difference. So I'm going to use the small silicone applicator that looks very much like a sponge tip applicator, which is what I keep wanting to call it. And I'm going to dip it into Nirvana. And I was intrigued by how much it looked like it would if it were on my finger. So that is what that looks like. And I'm also going to go in with one of my favorite, absolute favorite inner to center lid brushes. And that is the angled brush from a Sephora kit, just a basic angled brush. And I'm going to pick up some of the product on that brush as well. And we are going to see how it goes. So I am left-handed. This is going to be a little awkward, but let's use this, keep wanting to say sponge tip. This is the silicone. And I'll just pick up a little bit more, but it's definitely looking like the finger swatch. Okay, so here was the first pass, and I'm just going to add a little bit more so that you can see it more easily. And I'm just dabbing, I'm not pressing hard at all. Okay, so don't they look very, very similar, right? Okay, now I've got the brush. And so let's use the brush here and try to do the same thing. Okay, so what I'm noticing with the brush, which I didn't notice with the silicone applicator, is a ton of fallout. So I've got some on my jeans and well, I should have shown you, but I just kind of blew it out off of my hand. So this is the brush, this was the finger, and this is the silicone applicator. So I think you'll see that the silicone applicator and the finger swatch look very similar. And then the brush looks different. It has more green in it, actually. Oh, it just depends on the angle. It just depends on the angle and the light. But I'm fascinated by how much the finger swatch and the silicone applicator look the same. I think I put more product though on the brush, and so I'm going to just go over again on Nirvana and see if I just went too far into it. Let's just see what happens on a second go. I'll put it down. I'm going to put the second brush swatch down here. Okay, so here's the second brush swatch. Yeah, I had way too much product on this one, and it's not, I don't think you'd cake it on as much as I did on the top there. This is more what a brush swatch would look like. It tends to have kind of a halo of less pigmentation on the outside edge, whereas a silicone or finger application tends to be more consistent across. So take this information as you will. I wanted to make sure that I put it out there that there are options if you do not like to use finger application for whatever reason, whether you have a medical condition or long nails or you just find it icky or whatever it is. I would definitely consider some silicone tip applicators, and as I mentioned, I know they are at Sephora. I was suggested that they are also at Makeup Revolution, or Revolution at least is the name I heard. And take a look at it, try it out if you have been aggravated by those special shadows that are hard to apply. This might be a solution for you that is a non-brush solution. So that's it from me. PSA over. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it informative or at least entertaining. I hope to see you in the next video, but for now, take care.